get away with this for so long, and that to me was made it as much of a horror story as him chopping people up and drilling people up. So I wanted to ask you first, when you were on set and when you we're talking to directors or writers, who are you talking about? Was that something that they were really talking about and focusing on as far as how they wanted to portray the story?
Yeah, man. I mean, they, after I booked the part, man, and we had our table read and all that, and then going to LA to shoot. Paris Barclay, phenomenal director. If you don't know who that is, you look him up. This brother's directed every bit of episode, every dope episodic there is out there to direct. But Paris Barclay, that was the one thing he did tell me was, you know, he kept making the point and emphasizing the point that it's not about Dahmer. It's not about Dahmer. Like he was telling that to all the actors, at least from what I could hear, and even telling to me, it's about your point of view of this man. So the best way I could equate it is, and kudos to Ryan Murphy and all the writers on this show, man, and even the producers, because even Evan, you saw it. Like if you watch it, Evan is a producer, Richard Jenkins is a producer. Kudos to these guys for not wanting to tell and regurgitate the same story of he killed people, he killed people, he killed people, he's sick. Yes, we are aware. We get that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it was almost kind of like, if you really watch the series and how it's done, it's told from Dahmer's point of view, but it's also, they put the emphasis on how people react to him. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like if you look at, it's almost like if they were telling the story of Jesus, right? It's like we all know the story of Jesus, whether you're religious or not. You've all heard the story and know the story of Jesus. But it'd be like telling that story and then having everybody else's account of it, like the apostles' account, or the Mary Magdalene and all these people, like who have Moses, all these people who have heard the stories or witnessed the account of Jesus. It's like seeing their reaction. When you hear the stories about these great iconic people or these notorious people like a Dahmer, it's always like the spotlight is always on them from their point of view, and it's always on them, and it's always from the inside looking out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you guys think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I'm sanitizing the world, or I'm doing whatever. With this series, it seems like it's the outside looking inward toward him. It's, why are these people reacting this way to me? I'm not doing anything wrong. And then you hear the people say, well, because you're crazy. You're killing people. You're targeting people. You're drugging people. You're doing all this stuff and you're getting away with it. And it's not right. There's got to be something wrong. And as you watch later in episodes, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it at this point. Obviously, it's #1 show. But when you watch it around,
like, scared, man. It's people that still got to work with the nerve to see it. So hopefully,
I know.
that there's more than just blood and guts. Like this is a
right. And the thing about it is they don't really. Right, and the thing about it is they really don't show a lot of blood and guts. It's really not gory. It really, it's like if you watch the Saw movie,
it's the theater of the mind type of horror. Yeah.
Right. If you watch the Saw movie, you can watch this.
Yeah.
Because like Saw movies are by far 10 times worse than this. But I think what creeps people out is this is real. Like Jigsaw is based on serial killers. He's not really really a killer. Yeah. Dahmer really existed, So I think that's what's messing people up about it.
I tell you, I shared it with you because when I posted to promote you being on the show, there was a young lady who was best friends with one of his victims.
Right.
When I saw that, it turned it for me, because sometimes, we can be so desensitized from things and just looking at, oh, it's a new show, it's cool, real life. And that it kind of like, wow, this is something that really, and at the time, I was in, I don't know, high school or whatever when this happened. So I was aware of it, but I wasn't like clued into it, because, you're in your own world when that age. So to see it now and to realize the impact that it had, and to see how the system failed us and continues to fail us, that's what really makes this, in my opinion, one of the best shows that have ever been done. I wanted to ask you about